start to shuffle things up.
Number 22.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Ball. Off the assist.
Get your money, man.
It's Brooklyn's ball to Hollis Jefferson. Lakers have it. Kuzma to James. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Knocked loose. Short jumper stays out. To Ball.
Here we go. Double team.
Couldn't keep it in. Out off Kenneth Faried. Shifting gears. Here come some substitutions.
Number 11, Michael Beasley.
Kuzma. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Napier with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Knocked loose. Caldwell Pope. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Brooklyn with the basketball.
Screen come, screen come.
Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Michael Beasley at the line for a chance at a three-point play. For his career, 76% from the line. And he connects at the line. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Consider the Treasury Box for your next group event. Availability is limited, so you must act now. Visit our team website for more details.
To Allen Crabbe. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
Keep your foot on the gas, but don't get too reckless.
And counted at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Nets have it. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
And he finishes at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Lonzo with it. His guys holding the big lead. And the nice finish at the rim.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. He gets it.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Dinwiddie into the front court. He'll run the offense. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's got it for three.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Lakers ball. James to Ball. Going to launch beyond the arc. Lonzo Ball hits the tough shot. The defender played it well. Lonzo strikes.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Down a bundle. Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Allen Crabbe pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
James to Caldwell Pope. James buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To Hollis Jefferson. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Oh, you've been in the
As
gym,
my
huh?
mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Dinwiddie into the front court. His guys down big. Screen coming. Knocked loose. Nothing's going to stop him in pursuit of the basketball. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the
Keep
rim.
working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 10.
Lakers come up with it. Caldwell Pope. Great looking vision. And scores. Strong take.
Good shot, buddy.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Dinwiddie with the basketball. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Nice pass to get things going.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Ball brings the rock up court. To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three. No issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face. He drills it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point lines because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Caldwell Pope. Kuzma. Caldwell Pope. Misfires. It's no good.
Make that, baby. Make that.
To Dinwiddie. Ed Davis. No good. And no foul. Lonzo Ball snatching it out of the air.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Thanks, Ed. Let's get right into the action here. The Lakers dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. These are the guys getting buckets for the Brooklyn Nets.
Game track. Bench points.
The Brooklyn Nets
Aren't getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Ball has been making the competition look silly on the defensive end.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that concludes